Hi, welcome to Game Creation, and today we're going to be giving our tiles an identity. Now, one of the problems we have is that all of our tiles are the same active object, exactly the same, and we've just kind of cloned them loads and loads of times. But there's no way of saying, oh, I want that tile there, unless we're clever and unless we understand how Clickteam deals with that. Now, Clickteam is very reliable in dealing with that, but you've got to know when it knows the unique tile and when it just treats them all the same. And we'll go through some examples in this video. So this is going to be a really, really useful video for all sorts of things. Anytime you're replicating an element, such as tiles, but it doesn't have to be tiles, it could be enemies, it could be other things as well. This is going to be a really, really important video. So let's go to the screen. So I've opened up the same project as we started last time. And let's just open it up, and we've got our tile now with its three different directions. We've got grass, water and sand. Okay, so let's have a play around, and we know this is going to be wrong, but that's fine. And so I'm going to go to tile creation. I'll do it all in here. Go right click, and I'm going to say upon pressing a key, and I'm just going to say Z, and what I want to do is destroy that tile. So just the tile. So let's run the application, and when I click Z, it doesn't know what tile I want to destroy. It just destroys all of them. And that's maybe useful if we want to kind of do a reset and just get rid of all the tiles for whatever reason. But you notice here that I can't say that tile. If I look down here, there's no way of specifying an exact tile. So that's not a very good approach. So what I'm going to do is just delete that. So delete. I can actually identify what tile I want. If I use the mouse, user clicks on an object, and I want to click on the tile. Let's try this one. So I'm going to say if I click on a tile, I want to destroy a tile. Now you might think when I click it will destroy all tiles because the command is exactly the same, but let's see what happens. So I'm going to click a tile. And if you notice, it just deletes the tiles I click on. Well, that's odd because we've got the same command here, the destroy command, which destroyed all of them when I used the keyboard. But when I've used the mouse, it's just deleted that one. Now, this is Clickteam being very clever, and I love this about Clickteam, is they know that actually, when I'm saying I'm clicking on a specific one, I probably only want to destroy that specific one. And so it's quite clever really. But if I then say fast loop, start loop, I'll call it destroy, and I want it once, and then let's just nick that loop and just rename it, and I want to destroy. So here it's the same thing. So when I click on it, I want to start a destroy loop, and I want to destroy that tile. And so let's just run it again. And let's click on one, and it destroys all of them. Now this is, again, one of the downsides maybe, or one of the pros, depending on how frustrating you're being with your code that's not working. The Clickteam will only assume, it will only remember that you have a specific one in mind on that line of code. So on that line, anything you say in here, it will only do to the one it clicked on. But any future events that spawn from that, so this loop for instance, it will completely forget that you had a tile in mind, or that you had a tile in mind, that you wanted to destroy that one. And it goes back to its default functionality, which is just to destroy all of them, that anything here will happen to all of them. This could be a real problem because we want Clickteam to remember what one we're talking about. And actually it's a very easy thing to solve, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So the right way of doing it is to give these actives an identity when they're created. So when are they created? Well, right here. That's where they're created. So we want them to somehow know something that's unique. And what would be useful, if I just start up the application again, what would be useful is if they remember what grid position they're in. Okay, so say 3 to the right and 3 down. So that one knows it's 3 to the right and 3 down. That would be useful. And actually we have those numbers. We have the create tile row loop, which is just going from 0 to whatever number it goes to, and the create tiles column loop. So if I double click there and copy that, we can also use what we've used before, which is alterable values. So these tiles have an alterable value. So if I right click and I set an alterable value, now you could use A and B, but actually I'm going to use X and Y because X and Y is like a grid coordinate. And we're going to say fast loop, get loop index of create tile row. And let's have a think whether that's correct. I always get X and Y mixed up when I do this. So the row is how far down it is. So actually we want the Y to be how far down it is. Click OK. And the column will be the X, wouldn't it? Yeah. I always have to double check that. And I will check it in a second. You'll see how in a sec. Oh, on loop. So fast loops, get loop index, like that. So what I've done there is I've set the X coordinate to the current column. So it will go 0, 1, 2, 3 upwards. And the Y alterable value to the current row. And so it's each tile is remembering what they are. Now, we need a test to see whether that works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say on the mouse, user clicks on an object, use the same one as I had before. And what I want to do is set a global value, and we'll set X to the current X alterable value. And I'm going to just click on that and press Control C, Control V, and then edit the second one because we want to change Y to the current Y coordinate. And let's just see whether we've got them right. Hopefully I have. And so I'm just going to bring this in and I'm going to just look at the global values. I'm going to click on 0, 0. Let's see if that worked. 0, 0, that's good. I'm going to click on 1, 1, 2, 2. Now, let's see if I've got this right. I'll click on this one and the X is 2 because it's 0, 1, 2. That's perfect. And the Y is 0, which it is. If I click on one down here, we'd expect the Y to be really big and the X to be kind of 5 or 4, I think it is. Yeah, excellent. And up here, we'd expect the other way around, and it is. So each of these tiles has a unique identifying number, or 2 to be exact. Their X position and their Y position. And don't forget, Y always starts from the top. Or just always assume Y is 0 down here, and it goes up as you go down. Perfect. So each of these tiles now knows what it is. Let's see if we can do something clever. So let's delete that because that was just me testing. And so on the keyboard, upon pressing a key, I'll press the Z key. Don't know why I picked the Z key. And what I'm going to say is insert. And we're going to look for the one with alterable value 5 for X. And I'm just going to drag that into where it says 26 because it will copy it. Because I can't be bothered to select it from the menu again. And we're going to pick, I don't know, 3. Let's pick 10 actually. So I don't want it to be where the character is, which I don't think that would be. And we're going to destroy that. So what we're now being able to do is when I click Z, instead of it destroying all of them, hopefully if this code is correct, which it should be, we're going to just destroy that one tile. Remember, each tile has, between X and Y, a unique combination. So let's run application. And moment of truth, drum roll please. Z. Oh, there we are. And 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so actually now we can manipulate anything we want. As long as we know where the tile is we want to manipulate, we can do whatever we want. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to see more from us, please click subscribe. We release videos every single weekday at 7 PM UK time. Thank you.